If you've been experiencing twin flame betrayal, then this video is perfect for you because I'm going to share with you 6 steps that can help you heal the betrayal within. Hello, fellow flames. In case we haven't met, my name is Dr. Harmony, and I will help you live fearless, live loved, and live free. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you know when all of my videos come live. And if you're returning, welcome back. And today we're going to talk about the twin flame betrayal that most people experience through their twin flame showing up to be the reflection, to give an example, and to illuminate the betrayal within, basically. So that is one of the things that is so important if you're feeling betrayal or experiencing betrayal, to realize that you're only creating from a higher place a situation to reflect within yourself what it is and where you're also betraying within yourself. So where does this kind of come from and where does this start? It really starts from not fulfilling your own needs. That has really been a lifelong process that has been going for your entire life, basically. And what that kind of really means is that, you know, you've been in situations maybe your whole life where you've not felt loved, you've not felt appreciated, or you've not felt accepted, or, you know, especially from your most important people like your parents or loved ones around you or peers. And maybe you created patterns to avoid certain situations, to be able to feel certain emotions, to be able to express certain emotions. And sometimes when we do that, we go through a process of putting up walls of protection, and then our patterns and our actions tend to come from a place of instead of allowing ourselves to express what we really want or being open to receive what we really want, we really project onto others what it is we desire, and there we also then give them what we desire and then resent when we're not receiving it in return. So today I'm going to share with you those 6 steps that can help you through this process to navigate this within. So the first step before you can do anything is make that commitment to yourself. Be able to kind of put your twin flame on the shelf for a moment, put the experience on the shelf for the moment, and to make a decision that regardless of what's going on with them and how much you think that they're the only ones that can give you what you need, or blame them because they're not, because really they're just, you know, triggering. And recently in my own healing session, we reframed that word triggering to sparking, so that way it creates like an illumination of what you need in a more positive way. A lot of people are getting away from the trigger word, so I'm going to use the word sparking you. It's sparking you to be able to get your attention, that your inner child or somewhere within you is trying to, you know, get your attention. So we have to acknowledge these things within ourselves, and that's why these 6 steps I think will help you do that. If you will first, in the step 1, make the commitment to yourself, as I was saying. That means you're making the commitment to put yourself first, making the commitment to, like, kind of, even more importantly than that, you're admitting to yourself that you have put others before you. And you're, you know, acknowledging that, and you're willing to decide and make a decision that you're going to choose yourself before you choose anyone else. So you really have to make this commitment to you, your desires, and what you want, and the love that you want. Because that inner child within you that's been emotionally wounded most of the time is, for step number 2, is just asking for attention. So in number 2, the step is pay attention to what it is you need. Pay attention to where have you been abandoning yourself? Where has your body, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, your spirit, your soul, it's speaking to you. That's your intuition. And that's the red flags and the signals when we have things come up that are trying to get our attention. And we will go through experiences, as I've been doing, as you've watched my last video, if you've been following me, of my journey of how I'm really going through this. So I'm really acknowledging the fact that, as always, this is my journey that I'm going through, that me going through that experience of, getting the virus and healing and taking me through a whole loop of other things to basically acknowledge, purge, and express all at the same time, every thought, feeling, emotion, pattern, action, story, belief system, down to all the emotions that I have stored and really kind of separated from because of being that positive person. And only want to focus on the positive and not giving that voice or hearing the voice of the needing the attention on anything negative or a fear. But we need to pay attention to what those needs are. We need to pay attention to those emotions, and whether those emotions are good or bad, they need attention, they need love. So in step 3, then, what I invite you to do is to make a list of what are your needs. Like literally, as you pay attention to what these needs are, make a list of them and start to listen to your body. Do a check-in on a daily, hourly, minute by minute. I'm really going to do a lot of check-in really quick, even down to the fact of me showing up for this video. But I feel like when I show up, and I saw a client this morning, I'm trying to, on a very as-needed basis, because I haven't been, when I go out and I healed, I'm also being healed, but it's all balanced. So it's really paying attention to what I need, when I need it, and how I need it in such a way that it is not overdoing. It's not ignoring. It's like hearing basically all sides of that and paying attention to that. So when you make the list of these needs, set some goals that you want to improve upon yourself and expand upon yourself, and that you want to honor your realness, your vulnerability, your authenticity. And that if you've been feeling rejected, where are you feeling rejected? Where's this rejecting coming from? So if your twin is rejecting you and what they're triggering in you or sparking in you, where are you doing the same thing to yourself inside the exact same way? And take a look at that. I have a resource I'm going to put below for you that is how to heal the mirrored reflection of your twin flame. It'll be a very good resource for this. So I'm going to put a link below for you to check that out and get plugged in if you've not already got that resource, because it will really help you see when you're going through certain things with your twin and where they're sparking you, where does that exist in you? And it's a series of questions that you can walk through. It will piggyback all of this very well, especially when I'm telling you these are the steps to go within to heal. But then that will help you with your twin in order to help you then go within to heal. And then you're going to make that commitment. You're going to pay attention to your own needs, and you're going to make a list of what those needs are. And you're going to set these goals within that to make a conscious choice to choose you and to give yourself, and say some of these needs, prioritize, making a list of things that would make you feel good or make you feel like you're supporting yourself, like meditation, breath work. I've been put in a position to do this nonstop lately, and it's been very intense, very intense. And that's what happens when we kind of go so long that we're not paying attention to, say, the negative emotions that have been stuffed, and then they all flood out at one time, or we experience something, or the twin is coming in to spark these things, to purge these things. So in step number 4, the 4th thing you can do is take a look at what have you been avoiding in these needs, with your needs. For instance, to give you an example, if you're having emotions or you're having thoughts, you're having these feelings, where are you not expressing this? Where are you not showing up for yourself? So if your twin is not showing up for you in certain areas. Where are you not showing up for yourself in those same areas? Sometimes we create avoidance to avoid things from feeling these things. And pay attention and look at what are you avoiding that's preventing you from connecting to these things. That calls for being still. That calls for our femininity. That calls for getting inside and internal and showing up for ourselves and potentially, retracking these emotions. That's why I feel a course or my work changing, and or maybe even a video. If you're interested in a video or a guided meditation that would help you heal these emotions and release them, leave me a link below, because I feel guided to create one, but I want to kind of see what the interest is here. Where are you avoiding those emotions? So where are they? Like tuning into your body. And if you're feeling this tension here, well, where is that coming from? What is it trying to tell you? And if it's trying to tell you, then what emotions attached to it? And then what experience is attached to that? And where does that experience lead at kind of within your life, a trail of different times you've experienced that? And where did you lose power in that? And how can you reframe that and reclaim power now and really transform and transcend that emotion, releasing it and then recalibrating it into the higher frequency? And this is so powerful. And this is some of the newer work I'm going to be really working on and doing, because I'm doing it myself right now. And so basically in step 5, what's so important is when you do these little steps for yourself and you're starting to make this list and you're starting to show up and you're realizing, okay, this is where I'm not showing up. So acknowledge when you do show up. So make a list of all the things that maybe say you've put off that you want to do, as I said, and make a choice now, like to take small steps. So this is step 6 I'm going into. Step 5 is to acknowledge those achievements and pay attention to this particular list that I said, that the things you've put off. Acknowledge these things. And then kind of, in that, then start making and taking action steps that's going to support you in those areas of your life. Maybe you need to reach out to someone and talk, express your emotions, share your feelings. Not always can you do that with your twin flame specifically, but, maybe get in a support group. Maybe join some of my things I have, and I have a Facebook support group that's a twin flame assistance. And if you guys are in that and you're needing support with those emotions, be reaching out to each other and talking about how you feel and how you need support, with someone to express how you feel about that. Not like a bashing thing. Keep it personal within, but express how it makes you feel. Don't blame your twin. That's not taking personal responsibility. Because in all of this, you chose, and in this, to take, you chose these experiences, even down to your twin sparking you. So you need to take personal responsibility, and that's making the commitment. And step 1, that is then, as I had mentioned, in paying attention then to your own needs and what are your needs, and in being able to look at this in ways that how you've been avoiding yourself, then acknowledging these achievements by making a list. And then the step 6 then is celebrating your progress, not your perfection. Celebrating and paying attention to each small step, because you're not going to jump from here to here. It's a process. And so you need to go through the process in a way that you are paying attention along the way. Okay? I send you guys so much love. And please let me know how this video has impacted you. Let me know where you're at in it. Let me know if you've been betraying yourself, potentially how you've been doing so. For just real quickly, for myself, it was just that I never expressed all the negative sides of myself, and now anything that was stuffed for an entire life of this negativity that I basically avoided, and creative avoidance in some way, because I thought it was some positive guru my whole life that never need to feel the bad. And now I'm really tapping into a side of me that I had betrayed and that I didn't hear, honor, or allow to express. And it's teaching me so much, and I'm learning so much, and I love you guys so much. So make sure to, again, like, comment, share the shine. Let me know what's going on in your world, and I will see you in the next video. Namaste.